back on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I'm in the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. You look at this Niner defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side for the 3rd time. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this down to the 32. They go play action here. Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play fake. Murray steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. You look at this Niner defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. He'll have the 1st down, and more than that. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Benson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th down. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there, with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Purdy now on second down. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy now to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing here, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 61 yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. The fair catch will move this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 37 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Williams now on the return. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Open man here is Benson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Murray. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Moody good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for it.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead down to 20. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now look out. Christian McCaffrey to the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the 40 to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right?
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his team.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Now Purdy. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.